I'm a bit of a competitive person, which means that I need to be better than my friends at everything, including things that for all intents and purposes should not be a competition. The premier example of this, for me, is going to the movies. There's no winners or losers, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, right? You couldn't be more wrong. It's in those moments that truly unbearable people, like me, see opportunity. An opportunity to have the correct opinions, analysis, and overall enjoyment of whatever your peers are innocuously watching. You can race ahead while they're enjoying themselves like a bunch of suckers. I want to educate folks on how to be a better movie viewer so they can also be terrible people like me. But in order to do that, I need to break down the foundational piece of the filmmaking process, the script. If you can understand a screenplay, what makes it work or not work, you can usually piece together what makes a film good or bad. And then you can weaponize this information to be extremely condescending in conversations with your friends and family, people who are just trying to bond with you over a shared experience. The first 30 pages of a screenplay are what is called the first act, and each page equates to a minute on screen roughly, give or take. So the first 30 pages is the first 30 minutes. And even though each act is equally as important, I think it would be fair to say that what happens in Act 1 plants the seeds for the quality of the preceding script. It's supposed to grab your attention, keep you hooked for the rest of the runtime. So if you're struggling for the first 30 minutes of a flick, you might be in for a long ride. Within 15 minutes of the movie starting, there should be several establishments. Who the character is, what their life is like, their world, their daily routine, and most importantly, what they want and how they aren't getting it, i.e. what obstacles are in their way. At around the 15-minute mark, there should be the first actual story beat, called the inciting incident. As the name suggests, this is an incident that incites the plot of the movie. Something should happen that challenges the main character's status quo, forces them to do something in an unfamiliar world. Kickstart the engine, if you will. Usually, this is an introduction for the object of the protagonist's desire. Money, opportunity for power, love, etc. It can also be in the form of introducing or removing another main character. The next 15 minutes after that should be a decision-making or preparation period. There should be a serious consideration from the protagonist as to whether or not they want to embark on the journey that's in front of them. Then, around the half-hour mark, they should make the decision that pushes them into the second act, where we'll see their new environment and how their hopes and dreams will be challenged. Let's use the Disney movie Coco as an example. Within 15 minutes, we see Miguel's life in the world. Shoe shiner, no music allowed, but all he wants to do is play guitar and show everyone his skills. At minute 15, he finds he's related to famous musician Ernesto de la Cruz, and his grandmother destroys the guitar he's been secretly keeping. The inciting incident. In an act of defiance, he decides to steal Ernesto's famous guitar, but gets transported to a world unfamiliar to him, the world of the dead. He then gets confronted with a choice while he's there. Get home quickly, but abandon music, or risk his life by going deeper into the world of the dead and find a way out that allows him to keep pursuing his dream. When Miguel makes the choice to go deeper, it marks the end of the first act. And we go into the rest of the movie with an understanding of what's at stake, and we're excited by it. I'm aware that this is a very bare bones explanation of everything. There's so much more to get into, like ticking clocks and character dynamics. But hopefully now you can see why a story's quality is heavily impacted on what's established in the first 30 pages, and why setting it up in that time frame is tremendously difficult. So knowing a little bit more about it, I hope you can get into conversations with slightly more appreciation, use it to piss off everyone around you, and think of me.